There we go. Episode 89 of the No Hangover podcast. Like always, you can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. For our visual, check that out on YouTube.
Boom.
Our social media platform, you can check us out on Instagram. That's at No Hangover Podcast. On Twitter, at No Hangover Pod. Got to go on there more. Check it out. Check out our website. Get the latest merch. Keep up with us. Hey. That'd be behind my boy right here at nohangoverpodcast.com. See what we got going on. And yeah, let's get to it. We got my man in the building, Mr. XL himself.
What up? What up?
Ryan Gillio in the cut.
Gillmaster Flex in the flesh.
On number 9 again.
Boom.
Bam. 89. He's
Ryan
on all the nines. Boom. Like always, you already know where to find him on IG. That's XL_tint. On Facebook, that's XL Tint. If you need a free quote, get your car right, stop fishbowling your house, your business,
any windows,
your boat. If it's glass and you can see through it, my boy can do it.
Boom. Get
Call
that trademark.
Or text 386-479-7111.
He does have a website too, www.xltint.com.
Boom. There you
Boom.
go.
Check him out there as well.
I just redid the website, so
boom, new and improved,
Check it
revamped. And last but not least, shout out to Central Homes Roofing, more specifically project manager Skylar Montgomery Kenny from the good old southern town of Memphis, Tennessee.
Good old southern gentleman.
He's a good guy. He works on roofs. He's a project manager, so if you have missing shingles, you have a leaky roof, you need a whole new roof, my man will hook you up. You can give him a call at 407-603-5553. Or if you can't reach him there, he does have an email, centralhomeskylar@gmail.com, and he does do free inspections, so just make sure to hit him up, like I said, through phone number or email. And when he asks who sent you, tell him them boys I know Hangover did, and he'll get you right.
Also, for a limited time, forgot about it, bringing it up now, for a limited time, you hit up my boy Ryan here with the special code No Hangover. You get a 20% discount.
Yes.
Let's get it.
For a limited time, get it while it's hot.
It's going to be hot for a while.
It is.
Right around the corner. Honestly.
We in Florida.
Today was fucking beautiful. The past couple of days have been fucking.
It has been beautiful.
Gorgeous outside.
Yeah. Especially in the mornings. Like waking up early morning, it's like, 50, it's in like the high 50s going into the 60s at like 7.
Yeah.
That's A1. Like wake up, not sweating. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, but then give it an hour.
Right back into the bullshit.
Give it an hour and
but,
then I'm fucking drenched. So
it's all good though.
But all right, let's get into it. UFC 259 was last week. There was big card, one of the most anticipated cards of the year.
3 title fights on the card.
I don't know if it lived up to my expectations or not, but nonetheless, there was a lot of big names on there. Probably the best fight was the Pierre Yan Aljamain Sterling fight, but then he got
most
DQ'd.
Controversial.
I mean, I thought it was the best fight to that point until he threw that illegal knee.
Before the like, if you're talking title fights, yes, the prelims were pretty exciting though.
I didn't watch the prelims.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it. No.
You had, for instance, the fight right before that, Peter Yan. You had Khabib's boy.
Yeah, oh my God, what is it? Islam something?
Yeah, I forget his name.
I forget his last name.
You should know it though. Yeah, we should know it because that man's on the come up. He's on a 7-fight win streak.
We will know it.
We will know it soon enough.
Whoever he fought, he made him look like a fucking preschool little bitch. Like he dominated
manhandled him the whole time.
Took him to the ground, grappled him the whole time, and then choked him out with his shoulder.
Yep,
he's Habib 2.0 for sure.
Literally, because
we're not missing a beat.
I mean, even Daniel Cormier had said like he's a better striker than Khabib. Like he's always had striking.
He looked a little bigger too.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same weight class,
but like the way he carries his weight, the way that he carries his mass, yeah,
he's really young.
Yeah, I think he's like younger and shit.
22.
And what's a crazy fact is like Khabib as a coach, kind of transitioning. Khabib as a coach, kind of transitioning into his father's role, has actually like led an undefeated team basically.
Yeah.
Nobody on his team has lost. So
I feel like, what if they fight? What if this guy clears out the whole lightweight division and then they fight for the title?
Who?
Habib's
retired. Habib's already said like he wants him to be the title. Like he wants him to.
But has he vacated the title yet?
Yeah, Dana hasn't let him, but he says he's retired. He says he's not fighting in the UFC.
Well, but there's
Conor McGregor said he was retired like 5 times.
But that's Conor McGregor. Funny fact, though.
But the thing is,
we're going to bring up the card that we just watched. 3 title fights on this card, and yet out of those 3 title fights, still didn't have a higher pay-per-view money earned than any Conor fight.
Yeah.
Conor is the UFC. When Conor fights, you're watching.
Well,
I guess in that
money market. That's for sure.
in the money sense, yes,
he's worldwide.
I get it,
You
but
can't
like,
tell me. You can't tell me you're not
he's the
watching
most
when Conor
marketable
fights.
guy. He's the most marketable guy. But I mean, like we said before, like it's not, to me at least, for me, I don't have that same sense of urgency to like, oh, Conor's fighting, like we gotta watch this. Like,
well, if you start seeing him win again, then
well,
be different.
but yeah,
but
that's
he's
what,
not winning. So
exactly, and that's what we touched on it on his last fight. That it just like, you know, like he still, of course, like the name is gonna draw you and shit, but like it loses its luster because he's lost.
Correct.
Like,
when you start
4 out of his last 5 fights, and he has not been impressive. He looked very one dimensional.
It was a weird fight. His last one. That was
it
weird.
was. He
didn't check any of those calf
tweeted.
kicks,
He
like,
tweeted about it, like something like I'm checking kicks again or something like that. Like
that was
making
weird.
fun of it, but like you could see it. He was very flat footed, very one dimensional.
He's really good at kicking too. High kicks. Like he's really good at that. He landed on Donald Cerrone. He landed that head kick. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. He didn't throw any kicks in that fight. 2 rounds. 3 rounds? 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
2 rounds.
But it feels like he just kind of got away from what made him, like doing all the unorthodox strikes and like kind of just coming from all angles and staying light on his feet. His last fight, he was very flat-footed, only really trying to box, wasn't really trying to do anything else. And like you said, he wasn't really checking any kicks, and that's what, you know.
Well, he had said already he was taking this fight in preparation for Manny Pacquiao fight, a boxing match, which you can't look at a UFC fight like a boxing match because it's not the same. That's a whole different beast. And another thing is Conor, being as rich as he is, you know, with Proper 12 doing as great of numbers.
He just sold his stake in Proper 12 for like $150 million or something like that.
There you go.
He's even more rich now.
Yeah, think about it. Like, once you're that, you know, you have that much, like, it's hard to get up in the morning and go train at 5 a.m. when you have, you know, silk pajamas on, getting up in a mansion.
If you love that shit, then, I mean.
I get that he might have loved it, but he doesn't have the same hunger.
Yeah,
when he first
what made
started,
him hungry was he wasn't getting his bills paid. He was at ground zero.
Yeah.
So you
fight a little different.
He was eating ramen. He was eating ramen back then. He was fucking. That was his way out. He was like, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna change the whole world. He fucked up the game. Fucking always was wearing the nicest suits on his come up. Always, you know, styling. And then,
but now he's a loser. Now I see him in the UFC as a loser.
Yeah, but
he's making money.
Well, his record is still not a loser.
In
but
life, he's a winner. In the UFC, to me, he is a loser right now because he's been losing more than he's been winning. I
still wouldn't call him a loser.
I'm calling him a loser.
What is he?
UFC wise,
4 losses or 5 now?
He lost.
I think he's 23-5 if I'm not mistaken.
Well, his last 4 fights, he's lost 3 of them.
I'll check his record real quick.
So it's like at this point, he is a loser because he's on a losing streak.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what though, his girl is fucking goals. Bro, I'm not talking about how she looks. I'm talking about how she acts. That's a little bit more important sometimes.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean,
this woman has always cooked for him.
By his side.
Always. She would sit there on the side of the octagon and watch him train.
Yep, 22-5.
That's a real one,
bro.
That's a real one.
Like, God.
22-5. Yeah.
Where are they at though?
Few and far in between. We'll get to that later. Yep. We'll get to that later. But back to our UFC 259. The Islam guy. He's gonna come through and wreck the lightweight division. I mean, so. He called out Tony Ferguson.
He did. He wants a top 10 opponent because honestly he needs one. He's gonna fuck everyone up if they don't give him one.
Who did I just see that's gonna fight Tony Ferguson?
Your boy.
Oh yeah, Darnouche. My guy Darnouche.
You said that to us.
I did. That's bro.
He wins that fight.
He's elevating himself too.
He's gonna be real deal Holyfield.
He should, bro. Have you seen pictures of Tony Ferguson lately? He looks like old. Like he has like gray hair, old man haircut. Like his
face is fucked up.
He looks like he's aged like a billion years in like 6 months. A lot
when you get punched in the fucking face as much as Tony Ferguson.
Especially his last 2 fights. Like he was like, it looked like he was just like a sparring dummy and just getting punched in the face and just taking it and just like, you know, I could do this forever and I'm just gonna keep on getting punched.
The Islam guy. It's Islam.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fucking everybody who's Russian because I'm going to butcher this like a motherfucker. Oh, God.
You don't even.
It's like Makhanovit. I don't even know. How would you even pronounce that? There's so many V's and E's in it.
Makachev. Makhachev?
Boom.
Islam
Makhachev. That sounds right.
Makhachev.
Islam
Sounds
Makhachev.
right. Hey, if it's wrong, please correct.
We're sorry about it.
But I mean,
right now he sits at 19-1. He has one loss on his record. Freaking, he's a lightweight. You know, he's in the 155 division.
Which is probably the best division right now in the UFC.
He is 29 years old. Hey, his birthday is 2 days before me.
I thought he was young as hell. What?
His birthday is 2 days before me. I'll be damned.
How old is Khabib? He's like 32?
I swear he was young as fuck.
I mean, he looks pretty young. He looks pretty young. Young
He's
and
32. Yeah, Khabib.
Boom.
Habib.
32.
But
well, I mean,
so the UFC, I mean, it is a crazy, it's a crazy time for the UFC. A lot of the people we grew up watching, they're in their early 30s, some are in their late 30s. Shit, Tony Ferguson is like 38.
Yeah, he's old. I mean,
old
I'm not
as
really
shit.
worried about him as far as like he's not
gonna
really
be
a
gone
contender.
soon.
He's just more of a name than anything now.
Correct. It's kind of fucked up because he should have got a title shot, but then he fought Justin because of Habib pulling out. He fought Justin and that fucked it.
Well, he should have fucking beat him.
Nah, Justin.
He should have.
If he wanted the title shot, yes.
That's what I'm saying. But like in that fight, like it didn't look like he was pressing any issue. It looked like he was just in there to get his ass beat.
Fucked up.
Like that's what it looked like. He was like, you know what? Like I'm just gonna get a paycheck to literally just get my ass beat.
Charles Oliveira fucked his ass up too.
Yeah, he did.
He's coming off back-to-back losses.
Oh.
The fact he's even getting another fight, he should be like, oh, thankful. He should be like, thank you.
Bro,
There's
my
people
guy
in front
Darnouche.
He's an interesting fighter. He's gonna get fights.
Well, because he has the craziest cardio ever, so like he can stay in there and get fucking bashed in the face and like just look like it's not even phasing him.
People were saying like they were calling for Conor to fight him because they want him to get a payday before he leaves. You know, they're like, let him get paid and then fucking retire. But I doubt that fight's gonna happen.
It shouldn't.
It's not gonna.
He should fight this Darnouche guy just so Darnouche can get some Dariush, whatever the fuck. That's my guy. Can't really pronounce his name. So he can get some notoriety, get himself up in the rankings, and then fight. Go see if he could beat a Justin Gaethje or a Michael Chandler or whatever, and fight one of those guys. Dan Hooker. I mean, I like him, but who did he fight last? And he got knocked out. Yeah,
but I mean, he had a good ass fight versus. He had 2 back-to-back good fights before that fight.
Yeah.
Paul Felder and then Dustin.
Yeah, but Paul Felder, he should have won that fight because he was coming off Paul Felder took that fight in like 5 days notice or something like that.
He didn't win the fight though.
I know, but Dan Hooker did win the fight.
No, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
you're saying he should have won the fight?
Yeah, it's like that should be a win for you. If you're fighting someone who's taking a fight on 5 days notice.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, Paul Felder was still a hard fight. He was in the top 10, top 15 at the time. He still is in the top 10 or top 15, but
I'm not denying that. But again,
it's a stacked division.
It is. That's probably the deepest division. It's probably the best division in the UFC right now.
That's what I've been saying.
It is one of the deepest divisions.
Because I mean, I feel like middleweight's going to get interesting again because Adesanya is going to go back down to middleweight. Who's
he going to fight though?
Well, Pablo Costa and Whitaker are going to fight. He wants to fight
Whitaker. There's going to be
he wants to fight Darren Till.
Darren Till, yeah.
But he says Darren has to get some wins before he fights him.
Whitaker's going to, if he beats Pablo Costa, I think he will, there's going to be an Adesanya Whitaker too.
Yeah. Which there should be. I mean, that would be something I want to see because Whitaker was fucking killing everyone before Adesanya came.
And then Adesanya killed him. he made that shit look easy.
He did. He did knock his ass
took
out.
His ass down. Fucking. But, I mean, to that Adesanya fight.
Against Jan?
Yeah, I watched that.
That was a pretty boring
fight. It was a boring fight.
You should have took more risks.
I do fuck with you, Izzy.
Adesanya?
Yeah, I fuck with Izzy. Adesanya is that guy. But yeah,
Adesanya is one of my favorite fighters, but I think he didn't take enough risks. Like,
correct, he did. But at the same time, you got to respect it because, one, you're jumping up, 25 pounds to try to fight for that title.
He stayed at his weight, though.
He stayed at his natural weight. He didn't even make the weight. No, he weighed in at 200 pounds. Yep. It's a 205 division. 205 division, light heavyweight. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. He went in smaller. That's his natural weight. He still put on. I mean, they went all 5 rounds. And Jan
that's a respectful loss.
And it was because Jan was tired as fuck. And the only reason he won was probably the takedowns in the end.
Takedowns, yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't really feel like it was that close of a fight.
He did outland him though, which was crazy because that was the first time in UFC that Israel Adesanya has been outlanded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't seem like it was that close.
Who knows? Maybe he did fuck up his hand. You know how but he does hold his stance like that. He usually does that anyways. But it could have been something was up with him because he threw like It was like 78 significant strikes to like 101 or something like that, or 105.
All I'm saying is that for now, for the time being, you got to take him out of this GOAT talk. You got to fucking knock him down a few pegs, and I don't think John Jones, a fight for him would be a good fight.
It wouldn't have.
I never thought it would be, but that proved it right there because he was going against somebody who's not really known for his wrestling. He's more known for a striker, and he was getting taken down, and he was really using his weight against Israel. And it's like it showed that like
Jan is a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
He is, but I mean
he's not known for that because of his power.
Exactly, but imagine if he fights somebody like John Jones.
John would have fucked him up.
Yeah, it's not going to be fair. To me, it showed how one-dimensional Israel Adesanya really is.
He's one of the greatest strikers.
John Jones loses in the heavyweight and he goes back down to light heavyweight, Jan Blachowicz is fucked.
Oh yeah,
goodbye.
Yeah, but John's never going to go back
time.
down though. I don't see that happening.
If he loses in the heavyweight, he probably will.
He's not gonna. He's gonna his goal is because
to retire.
He's still too young to retire. He's gonna fight, and I don't think he's gonna lose. Honestly, he might lose in a title shot, but the first fight they're gonna who knows?
His first fight is a title shot.
Yeah.
They've already said his first fight is
whoever either lose or retire.
I don't think he's gonna lose though.
His first fight is either Stipe or Francis. It's
probably gonna be Francis. Francis, I feel like is gonna.
Francis deserves that win, man.
He's a good
champion,
you don't deserve wins. You earn wins.
Correct. You earn it.
Wins.
And Stipe put the work on him the first time. We'll see if Francis can have a better game plan this time. But the first time they fought, Stipe he did get rocked one time. Because Francis is a monster.
I mean, he's a fucking big ass dude.
He is a monster.
He barely hits you. That shit is gonna fucking. You can't let him get his hands on you like that.
But it's hard in a fight when you're fucking face to face with the dude. And especially Francis, he's just coming swinging.
But I mean,
Stipe's old.
Yeah. Stipe is 38. Stipe is 38.
He's a seasoned vet. Maybe that'll be his advantage.
I mean, that was his advantage the first time. He fucking took him down. He took Francis down a couple of times.
Yeah.
Father Time wins every time.
This is true. So we'll see. We'll see how that.
I think Francis Ngannou's going to win that fight. It's at the end of this month, right? It's on the 27th.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
26th or 27th, yeah. Let me check what day is Saturday.
But, I mean, we've been saying this. I do think Francis Ngannou is going to win that fight. John Jones, Francis Ngannou.
The 27th.
And
I want to see Francis Ngannou versus John Jones more than
That's a dangerous fight, though. But, like we were just talking about with Israel Adesanya, John Jones wrestling is unmatched.
And so John Jones is a big boy now.
Yeah, he's
250.
Yeah, he's 240,
so imagine
250.
He's 250 right now. Like when fight time comes around, or when they finally get a date, he's gonna start cutting down and leaning up. So I mean, he's still gonna be big. He'll probably be
but he's
closer to
stronger.
He'll probably be closer to 240, but that's gonna be like a lean, fucking quick, light on your feet 240.
The only thing is, what's crazy about Francis, if you look at John Jones's legs, right, and you look at Francis Ngannou's legs, that man has tree trunks. Francis. He is a big boy. He doesn't kick that often.
I was just about to say, though. John Jones kicks more.
Correct.
And
he has a more significant strike. John Jones is a full package. But the only thing is, he doesn't have necessarily that knockout power.
And I was about to say that I was listening to Daniel Cormier talk, and he was saying that John Jones has strong kicks, but he does not have like that punching power.
I mean, I've known that for years because, I mean, look at all the fights he goes through. He goes through wars. He doesn't really knock people out like that.
Yeah.
He's going to beat you. But he's going to beat you round per round, every round, but he's not necessarily knocking people out.
When you gain weight.
Yeah, but
it does a little bit. But I feel like punching power is something that you have or you don't. Like you can it's something like speed or like height. Like you can't really train for that type of shit. Like
I feel the same.
Like speed and punching power are like kind of like
hand
you can work on it and get more speed, or you can work on it and get more punching power. But the strongest people have natural punching power. The fastest people have natural speed that you can't fucking. It's just things you can't teach.
Yeah, this shit you're born with.
John Jones hits hard, not hard enough. He doesn't have one-shot knockout power. He gets TKOs. But gaining weight and adding more weight onto that punch, he can. That's correct. It's possible.
But someone who has already been in the heavyweight division for as many years as these people have,
right,
fighting other heavyweights, getting hit by haymakers, and haven't gone down, John Jones is not going to knock them out. I don't care like what he gains, what he does. He is not going to knock them out.
I mean, you have to think, though, like, there's guys, like, in each division, like a guy like a Conor McGregor or a guy like an Israel Adesanya that, like, they don't look that big. But they have one punch knockout power.
Which
Israel Adesanya has one punch knockout power. We've seen it.
He's not that big.
Conor McGregor has one punch knockout power.
Not that big, but
not that. It's just something
that
like
left hand is something.
Yeah,
lethal.
like I said, like it's something that like obviously you can train and you can gain a little bit, but it's just something more that you're born with. Like if you either can punch hard or you can't. Like that's really what it comes down to. You're either fast or you're not. That's what it comes down to. Like there's just certain things, like 100%. Especially in sports and stuff like that it's just intangibles that you can't teach, that you can't really like. You can work on it and get better. Like strength, you can gain strength. You can get your muscles bigger. It's just on how you work out. But speed is something that like. Again, there's things that you could do to train and get faster, but it's only going to take you this much further. And unless you already have that natural ability of being fast as fuck or having that one punch knockout power, like there's only so much more that you could do with it. Or that that the training is gonna take you to that next level. Like it's only so much more. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's John Jones. He's the GOAT. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
I agree.
You fucking Khabib, whatever.
Think about
it. Khabib,
Think
whatever.
about it.
Like
our entire. Like
some respect on his name.
Correct. Our entire, for instance, I mean, the UFC's been around for a long time.
Bro, there's tons of respect on his name.
Whatever. No, put some fucking respect on his name, bro.
Habib is that. He's that guy too, but he is not.
Not too, bro. He is that guy. He's
it goes John Jones.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck that.
Yes.
It goes John Jones.
You think Habib is better than John Jones?
Think about it, bro.
He's the greatest pound for pound fighter in the UFC.
Fuck that. Listen. Just listen to these. Just listen to this.
He is,
listen to these pure facts here. John Jones, 14 title defenses.
Lost by disqualification.
Oh,
he is not the greatest pound for pound fighter.
14.
You're gonna hold that against him?
Of course, it's a loss.
Okay.
He's a professional fighter.
Okay, but
that's
you
fine.
get disqualified. That's on you.
Okay, I understand.
Regardless of how skilled of a fighter you are.
Do you take the Pierre Yan Aljamain Sterling fight? Do you really hold that against Pierre Yan? That knee? That illegal knee?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, but
he's a professional fighter.
I get that, but that's not what I'm saying.
You don't fuck up like that, not on purpose.
I'm not
Someone's
saying,
down and you knee him in the face. How are you not responsible for that?
I'm not saying that John Jones didn't have a loss. He has a loss.
Right.
But hear me out here. John Jones title defenses 14.
No, yeah, he's the greatest champion.
Habib's UFC fights 13. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to say. Habib is not better than John Jones.
Habib's never been beat though.
He's never
on a professional record.
I mean,
John Jones beat himself. No man has ever beat John Jones.
So that
think about
makes
that.
him not the greatest pound.
How the fuck
fighter.
not? How the fuck not? If I'm beating myself, I'm so good. I decided to beat myself.
Jacob, look at his professional
you think that was
record.
his mindset?
Probably.
I just feel like losing today.
His disqualification was fucking from coke and shit.
His professional record has a loss on it, regardless of how he got it.
Either way, 205 division versus 155. I'm still taking a 205er.
I will say, like, I get what you're saying. Like, as a professional fighter, as a professional anything, if you fuck
hold
up
yourself
like that,
to a higher standard.
if you fuck up like that is on you. Like, I get that, but man, like
at that point, John Jones is a better all-around fighter, but Habib is the greatest pound for pound. There's no argument to that. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say this right now. Like, I would probably take, and say what you want, I would probably take George St. Pierre in his prime over Habib in his prime. In a fight, I would take George St. Pierre.
I wish we could have that.
I know. Have you seen George St. Pierre lately? He's like grown out his hair and shit, and got like frosted tips and shit. I'm just like, whoa.
He broke my heart by saying he's not coming back. He broke my heart.
Hey, fuck it. I mean,
let the man fucking live his life.
God,
everyone deserves.
But he is the greatest. Yeah, he's the greatest.
Him and I didn't realize how fuck. Another one, and he's one of my favorite fighters of all time. Anderson Silva. He was 16-0 in his first 16 fights in the UFC.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Like,
that man was nuts.
Yeah,
until he wasn't.
He had it, and then he
aged like shit.
He aged overnight. Yeah,
it was
essentially
bad.
once he fought Chris Weidman, that was it. Like that was his kryptonite. That's it. He fucking lost him, and then
he lost like 11
he fucking
11 fights
broke
after.
his leg, and that was fucking disgusting.
That was
leg
disgusting
wrapped
to watch.
around Chris Weidman's leg.
That was disgusting to watch.
Yeah, he went down like.
I honestly wish I never saw that. I saw that live, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, he went down like a fucking.
I hate injuries like
burning
that.
Flame
It's so nasty.
Yeah, that shit
but to
was
think, how much love you have to have for a sport to break your leg like that, come back. Still throw.
Israel Adesanya?
He fought Israel. He fought a few times after.
He fought
that.
a couple.
He
of
fought
times.
after Israel Adesanya too.
Yeah, he fought like 6-7 times after he broke his leg.
Which he should have stopped.
His first fight back.
That I don't remember off the top of my head. But he should have just quit then. But if that, that's what he knew. That's what he was like. When you do, it's the same thing for like Donald Cerrone and shit like that. Like when you're doing something for so long, it's a lot for like NFL players, NBA players. Like
it's more pride than anything.
When you're doing something for so long and then it's over, like you've been doing.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, like you've been doing this shit since you were fucking.
It's a love for it too.
Yeah,
correct.
It's their life.
You have to have a love for it. If you're doing it for that long, you have to have a love for it.
It's like okay, I broke my leg and I can't fight anymore, and that's what I love to do. It's kind of like dealing with a breakup. That's his love. That's what he loves to do. Now he can't do it anymore.
You got to find a new thing
now
to
it's
do.
like, hey, can't do it anymore. You broke your shit.
Literally.
You're done. Like,
fuck. What other fights were on this card?
Amanda Nunes. How do you forget the goat? The fucking
she's
goat?
the greatest pound for pound.
The woman goat.
She's not the greatest.
She'll fucking beat the. She'll fuck up Khabib.
Pound for pound for women. Yeah.
She's what? She's 145. Khabib's 155.
Yeah.
Khabib's 155.
That's
make it happen.
Make it happen, Dana. Make it happen, Dana. Nunes and Khabib.
Look, all right. So let's be realistic here. I don't give a fuck how bad she is. She'll beat someone like. All right. She probably would beat my ass.
She would whoop all three of our asses at the same time. All four of us.
Fuck your bitch.
She will come
and fuck your bitch.
No doubt about it. She's like, you with me. Like, okay,
the girl would be like, oh, fuck it. You just kicked all their asses.
She's like, Ryan, you're going to let her say that? I'm like, yeah. Go.
She just beat my ass.
See my face?
Go.
Fuck my face. She probably broke my arm. She armbarred my ass.
She did, like, I don't know who this chick was that she fought. I don't know where they found her from.
6-footer.
She was kind of cute, too.
The 6-foot?
Yeah.
Oh, you...
She had a pretty face. She had a pretty face.
Bro,
did she not have a pretty face?
The white girl.
Hey, I love white girls.
Jesus Christ.
I
like all white girls.
I like all girls. He
does like tall white girls. He does like tall white girls.
Eric,
yeah, he does.
for the viewers watching, this man does not discriminate. Beauty is.
I'm an equal opportunity
but there
lover.
is a favorite.
Beauty
There is
is
more of a
with
favorite.
what
though.
is inside for him.
There's a favorite though.
Not for this man. There ain't no favorite.
He has a favorite.
I guess I do. I kind of do have a preference. All right, we'll talk about that later. Let's get this UFC stuff over
out of
with
the way
first, and then we'll get into that a little bit. But
all right, get it over with.
I don't know where they found this chick from, but what is next for her? There's nothing what is she gonna do? Amanda Nunes. There's no she hasn't had it. When was her last challenge? Joe Rogan was saying it on the commentary. The last time she lost was when she wasn't in shape. She didn't really have a good corner. Her team wasn't really all that great. And then once she got her cardio under control, then it was just a fucking wrap.
She's a bad bitch, bro.
She does not give a fuck.
She's like, yeah, I'm not getting rid of either one of these titles. What are you talking about?
She has no reason to.
She's like, where's my competition?
She's
like, I'm even more hungry now. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that?
They're I don't know where she gets her motivation from, but I
want to see the bitch that wants to challenge her, bro. I want to see.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that shit wasn't even fair. No. That wasn't even a close fight. I don't know what was more dominant fight, that fight or the Islam fight.
She chose how she wanted to win that fight too. You saw that, right?
Oh yeah.
She chose how she wanted to win. She's like, submission this time.
Well, that's kind of how Khabib beat Justin Gaethje. He was about to do a triangle choke or an arm bar.
He chose the submission he wanted.
Yeah, he was about to do an arm bar, and then he's like, I don't want to fucking snap his arm in front of his family
because he knew
let me
Justin
just
Gaethje
choke
would
him out real quick. Yeah,
because I'm not gonna lie, Justin Gaethje's probably a goon for that. But Khabib knew he would not fucking tap, and he would let me break his arm, so I'm gonna just choke him out instead.
Bro, I'm telling you, Justin Gaethje. I'm like,
bro,
what?
You and Jordan were both on. I'm just like, you were drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm like, what are you for? What for? What?
I'm like, are you?
What
nuts?
Is there? What is there?
I said it was a possibility.
No, it's
okay.
not.
It's also a possibility that
aliens exist.
Boom.
That's a big possibility.
That is the truth. That is the truth.
There's more of a possibility in that than Justin Gaethje beating Khabib. That's for damn sure.
I don't know about that.
I believe that. I'll take that.
For instance,
why the fuck you like Justin Gaethje so much? I don't understand.
I don't necessarily like him like, oh my god, but he had the attributes to do something.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
You know why they were saying this shit? Because they wanted to make the fight interesting, and they wanted to sell the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That fight never had a chance of being good.
All right, anyways, fuck Khabib, fuck Justin Gaethje for a minute. We'll go back to Amanda Nunes. What would be interesting for me, at least, is which this girl only has 3 losses. Valentina Shevchenko. That's
what they were talking about.
That's what they're trying to do.
The 3 out of the 3 losses, 2 of them were to Amanda Nunes, and one of them, actually both times, I think she got robbed because to watch those fights, they both went to decision. Amanda did not beat her the second round. Did not beat her the second fight. Did not. But they gave it to Amanda.
Amanda Nunes' last loss was in 2014.
Yeah.
So it's been a solid 7 years, 8 years.
Yep.
Amanda's last loss was in 2014.
Yep. She don't give a fuck. She doesn't. I mean,
but
what else is there?
What I think would be a interesting fight is if because Valentina, she has the 125 belt and she's defended it plenty of times. I don't know if she would be willing to gain the 10 pounds to go up to 135, and Amanda would have to lose the 10 pounds again to defend that belt again. But that would be a fight. It'd be a trilogy fight.
Nunes just goes to 125 and takes her bout at 125.
That would be some shit.
Just like, okay.
Yo, if that happened, if that happened.
She even says that shit. I'm like, all right.
If that happened, I would never talk shit about Amanda Nunes again. I'd be like, all right.
How you could talk shit now?
Yeah, why do you now?
You could talk shit now.
I don't talk shit anyways, but I'm just saying that would be fucking insane.
Okay, so what's the lightest weight class for men?
For men?
Yeah.
Featherweight? No. What'd you say it was? You were correct when you told me.
Bantamweight?
Yeah.
Bantamweight.
And that's what, 135?
125.
125?
For guys.
Do you think Amanda
get down to 125?
Okay, and this is just speculating and just, trying to make conversation and shit. How high, who's the highest ranked one bantamweight fighter you think Amanda Nunes could fight and actually hold her
Not
own?
in the top 10, probably.
You got to think, a man's strength and a woman's strength, I don't care. If it's untrained people, yeah, she'd probably whip our ass because we're not trained in fucking jiu-jitsu, and she'd probably snap our arms.
I know.
But if it's an actual professional fighter who has a fucking record, if he's fought 2-3 fights, I don't give a damn. If he's a professional UFC fighter, I don't care what weight they're in, they're giving Amanda Nunes a hard time.
I'm not saying that it's not going to be a hard fight, but at what point do you think she just stops? It's just there's no way she wins this fight.
Anything over,
because she's
anything 10? No, anything over 135, she cannot fuck with the guys. Amanda's power is too strong.
I mean, hear me out. She is the only woman in her training camp.
I get it.
She trains with only men.
I get that because she's a fucking monster. But
so imagine if she gets in the octagon. It's not that she trains with these guys.
I get that. She fights, for instance, a 145. The 145 division, what she was in, would be Max Holloway.
She wouldn't fight. If she were going to fight a man, she's not going to fight at 145.
It would have to be at 135.
Yeah. All right, but I'm just saying, any man her weight. So if you go to 135, she fights a Henry Cejudo or fucking
115 is the lightest weight class for men.
For men?
Oh my god!
That's not a man.
Hold on,
that is a little boy.
What? Hold on, I don't think that's real.
My god, straw weight, is that what it is? Ryan just asked, do you think a 115 pound fighter would beat our ass?
Beat our ass?
Professional fighter.
I would like to say no because I don't see it, but possibly.
Listen, no matter the weight class, if you're a black belt, they're probably whooping our ass.
The thing is, though, is that
we're not trained. They are.
We're not trained.
I don't care about the weight.
We're not trained, but at a certain point, science just takes over. There's I don't care. Shit. I got 100 pounds on this man. Me personally. So I'm just talking about me.
Yeah, you do.
I weigh right now I'm 213, 215. I'm hovering around there. If I'm fighting a man that is 115 pounds and they beat my ass, banish me. Fucking exile me, send me to wherever fucking desert and just leave me there to fucking die. Because it's if I can't just fucking pick them up and toss them, then it's all right.
The pure embarrassment.
I think that would be fucking terrible.
I don't know.
Unless it was unless they get you in a submission or something, I don't see how it would happen. But that's the thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
It's all about leverage, though. It really is.
It is. Jiu-Jitsu is literally about it's for the little guy.
I've taken jiu-jitsu class. I've taken one jiu-jitsu class, and that shit was fun, but that shit is tiring. That shit is. If you're not stretched, if you're not flexible, you start feeling cramps in your hips and your this and your fucking calves, your feet, because it's a lot of holding people down and pushing and pulling, and that shit is rough. It is hard, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Definitely would like I said, I mean, we say this all the time. I definitely want to take a mixed martial arts class. I definitely would want to do kickboxing for my striking, just because I'm really good with my legs.
They're all around. You can do it.
But for my ground, I don't know. Jiu-Jitsu, I guess.
Ground game?
Wrestling.
I have some...
Oh, jiu-jitsu. Wrestling's gay. Jiu-jitsu. For sure.
Bro.
Yeah, they start fucking rubbing that shit.
Yeah. Wrestling. Ringworm and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Ringworm.
They did.
Jiu-jitsu.
They did want me to...
Jiu-Jitsu, you still fucking wrestle, though. It's
do.
grappling. It's fucking still hold.
But there's a lot more tosses.
Wrestling is more of...
Jiu-Jitsu, there's a lot more tosses and a lot more fucking...
I'm not saying just like pure fucking wrestling. Like, you're not wearing like the...
Singlet.
Yeah, and shit. But you're still fucking...
I mean,
you're doing the damn thing.
Let's go.
Regardless of whatever,
The
there's gonna be a lot of fucking just physical contact.
It's no homo,
fucking,
man on man sweat.
Yep.
Like you're like that is it. So, anyways, we'll give off on UFC.
Shit. I mean, what was your takeaway, Ryan? Your takeaway from 259?
Amanda Nunes is the shit. She's the fucking goat. No one can ever beat her.
Moving forward, what's next for your boy Izzy?
He's going back to middleweight to fucking keep dominating.
And what else? That Pierre Yan. I mean, they're gonna have a. They're gonna
fight
Yeah,
again.
they're gonna run it back.
And Pierre Yan's gonna whoop his ass because he was beating him like.
Maybe we'll see this because Sterling now has the opportunity to where he now sees the whole training camp. He sees like, all right, this is where I fucked up.
That's true. He can learn from mistakes too.
Yeah,
that's
but
because he won by default.
He won,
so.
but like, if you were watching the fight, like he was tiring himself out. There's no way that he's gonna be able to. Like to me, Pierre Yan was winning the fight. Like it was clear that he was winning the fight.
That was his mistake, though. Now he can correct it.
I don't know if he's that. I don't know if that's how he fights though. That he's a he's a
high
paced guy.
He is a high paced guy, but now
doing that for 5 rounds against a guy like Pierre Yan who's patient and picks and chooses where he fucking hits, and he knocked him down like punches, put him on his ass a couple times.
He tripped a lot.
Well, plus
he did triple a lot, but he punched him twice and he dropped him.
Correct, but he put himself down at least 5-6 times.
Oh yeah,
just off of dumb
that
shit.
was ridiculous.
But that, I mean, if I'm a judge seeing that, I mean, I'm taking points off of that. It's like if you're going that,
it's a mixed martial arts, so it depends. Like, if you're
going
kicks,
if you're going that out of control,
yes,
it's
I
like
agree.
you know, to me, like I said, if I'm judging the fight, I'm taking points away because I'm like, damn, like you know, be a little bit more precise with your shit, be a little bit more controlled with your shit. Don't just go in there all fucking willy nilly, just you know, trying to do all this crazy shit, and you're landing on your ass half the time, and just
not landing shit.
Exactly, it looks cool, but it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't look good when he's on his back, like
Yeah, trying to just throw kicks and shit.
And I mean, again, more times than not, I'll be the guy that it's like if you're controlling the pace of the fight and you know pushing the tempo,
if you're the aggressor,
exactly, then I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're
the aggressor and you're putting yourself on
exactly
your ass,
in this case where you're being sloppy and you're just kind of doing shit and it doesn't really look like it's organized or in control, then it's like you know how much credit can I really give you? How much am I really trying to, you know, how much is it you just fucking going out and just fucking willy nilly doing shit, and how much is it that is, you know, part of your game plan? So I mean, you know, that's me, but
no, you're right.
But I mean, overall, I feel like it was a decent card. I guess I'm, you know, like I said, I was looking forward to it being like
decent card. Could have done more, but
I thought I just thought the Israel Adesanya fight was gonna
too many decisions.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna live up to the hype, and it didn't live up to the hype, and that was kind of disappointing. But you know,
it is. But hey, they all live to fight another day.
Yeah, and I mean, we get Ngannou, Stipe too at the end of this month. So I mean. We'll see. I mean, I anticipate somebody's going to get knocked the fuck out in that fight. And, you know, I'm not going to say any names.
Stipe.
He probably is going to get slept. But, you know,
hey, it could go like the first fight, you never know.
He is the greatest heavyweight of all time.
I didn't want this fight to happen. I wanted him to retire. I wanted him
to go out on top.
Yeah.
But what if he want to see him get knocked out. The thing is that we're doubting this man, but like.
Yeah, what if he does exactly what he did the last time?
Yeah, then fight John Jones. Let's go.
Nah, he should definitely retire though.
No,
if he beats Francis, retire.
But if he
beats Francis, go fight John Jones.
No, because look, bare minimum, every champ takes about a 6-month layaway after they fight.
Yeah, so then they'll fight at the end of the year.
Yeah,
this man will be like fucking 39 by that time.
So what's another fucking couple months? He's 38 now. What's another few months? And you know,
like you were saying, Father Time is undefeated.
Okay, but if he
beats Francis Ngannou,
so then what if
he beats John right after?
Oh my god,
He's
the
goat,
goat.
bro.
If he beats John right after, then retires, like, oh my god.
He's the fucking.
Nobody
I'll
fucking
get
saw
Stipe
that
tatted
shit.
on me if he fucking beats both of them.
Fucking across my chest, bitch.
Stipe is the goat.
I'll get a little tramp stamp or something.
Relax. You tell me relax on the chest, but I'll get a tramp stamp. Fuck.
That's funny.
I'm kidding. I'm not really gonna get that.
I know. But all right, let's get into this next topic. Ooh, this one's for Ryan since he likes making some controversy happen.
Yeah, here we go.
Actually, I'm gonna just
What do you
say
mean for me.
Here we
just
go.
All of us.
specifically.
Here we go.
I know for all of us, but
Hey.
specifically for you.
More. I mean, you do say. I mean, if it's the topic that I think you're getting into, you do say more of the controversial shit. We do. We all say pretty controversial shit, but you know,
We beat
I
around.
like it.
Anyways, we'll get right into it. Ryan, sir, what is your biggest problem with these females?
Ba-boom. Fucking going head first and diving head first into this shit.
Literally off the high board.
Your biggest problem. So again, it doesn't have to be. So your biggest issue could be something that like it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're bashing someone. It could just be something that you just see a lot of. And again, it's just your opinion. It doesn't mean that you're right or you're wrong or anything like that. It's just your opinion on what you see, your experience and shit like that. Just a fucking disclaimer. Just throwing that out there for anybody who watches this, because I'm sure this is gonna upset a few people.
Upset a lot
But
of people.
hey, experience is a hell of a thing.
They'd fucking cry about it. I don't give a shit. So how about that?
Wow. See, and you wonder
So-
why I said that. What I said. So fucking cry about it. He
Listen,
says. All right.
Everybody's got problems. So
That is true.
Big
I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody
That
got
is the
problems.
one thing. Like, slightly off topic, but like we all have issues. Like I understand that
Oh yeah.
you have to vent. You have to fucking have some type of release and shit.
You really do.
But then like I just like it fucking to my core. It bothers me when people are just like woe is me and like my life is this and blah de blah, and it's just like. Again, like I understand you have to vent. I understand like, you have people that you need to talk to. You got to get shit off your chest and shit like that. But like the people who don't do shit about it and just sit down and complain and feel like that's going to solve their problems is the shit that gets me fucking upset and irks me. And I'm like, I try and sit down and listen to it. I'm just like,
I mean, I like to fuck around and be like,
shut the hell up.
You know the scene in The Grinch where he's like wallow in self-pity? Yeah. Like I like to make the jokes about it, but like, yeah, that shit kind of annoys me too.
It is. It's annoying as fuck.
Get out.
Like just with anybody, male or female. It's just like, damn, like, okay, you understand. And the thing is that you understand what the problem is. You're bitching about what your problem is. So clearly you comprehend what your issue is.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Fix it. That's half the battle right there. Knowing what your issue is half the battle right there.
Admitting to your faults.
Now it's just taking the steps to rectify those issues, right those issues, make something out of those issues.
Easier said than done, though.
Of course. I'll be the first one to say that. It's a lot easier said than done. But sitting down and bitching about shit is not gonna fix anything. If you're taking the steps to do stuff and you're bitching about it, then it's like, all right, bet. At least you're doing something. Yeah. But if you're just fucking bitching and not doing jack shit about it, then it's like, okay,
shut the fuck up.
Honestly, like at a certain point, it's like, okay, like I'll listen to you. Another point, it's like, okay, well, whatever. But if it's a fucking continuous thing, and it's like,
I'm trying to reel this back and put Ryan in the hot seat.
Go ahead.
Ryan,
he's trying.
You, sir, what is your biggest problem with females?
Bro, I thought I escaped.
Nope, not today.
I try to help you.
You did.
I try to help you out.
Eric was like, side topic. I was like, no.
Nope.
No. I mean, we'll all be on the hot seat. You could throw us on it after, but you got to answer first.
No you'll be next. You'll be next.
Oh, there you go.
Shit.
I'm safe. It could really be for people in general too. It don't have to be.
No, it's for women.
Nah, it's for women specifically.
For women.
Just because
I mean, all right. So
let me give you some context. Just to save your ass before you go. So
I don't need saving.
You don't need
valid.
saving.
Don't need saving.
Don't save these hoes. Lesson 1. First off, though, we're three males. Giving our perspectives. Females, I mean, I'm sorry. This is what we have to offer. If you have an opinion, please comment, share,
Boom,
DM
there
us.
You go. Way to fucking
Get
plug
us.
shit
Let
up.
us fucking know what the
up.
issues are. Let us know what your comments are. If you think we could describe something better, or even if you have something to go against our comments, by all means, we love to hear it. Anyways, back to Ryan.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead. This is what you wanted.
Okay.
Yep.
This is what you came for. This is what
Literally
you asked for.
Bro, I came to have good conversation.
Boom.
This
That's
is
what
the
we've
best
been
of it
having so far.
This is the best of it right here.
I would say my biggest issue that I have personally.
Boom, there you go. Way to clean it up before you even say shit. Way to clean it up.
Personally lately, and I guess men have this issue too, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about women's issues.
This is true.
No, because I hate that shit, bro. I hate when every time you want to talk about a woman's issue, it's like,
they'll try to flip it back.
Men fucking
Correct.
do this. Well, we're not talking about fucking men right now. We're talking about women.
I'll kind of clear that up after, but go ahead.
So the biggest issue I would say would be how would you call it? I guess it would be self-absorption of women.
So like
it would be like, for example, it would be like, I'm an independent woman and I don't need no fucking man and I'm this and that. I'm the shit. I'm a single mom, or I'm fucking, look, I got this high-end job, or look, I got this OnlyFans that's blowing up, or look, I got fake titties, like I'm fucking a stripper that makes bank, whatever the fuck it is that makes them feel like, or they're like fucking, they're pretty or hot or whatever the fuck it is, cute, and
the entitlement,
have tons of followers, whatever the fuck it is, the entitlement of they think they deserve something. They think they deserve whatever the fuck it feels. They feel like they deserve, as in like a man that they want this, that, and the other thing, and kind of putting titles and labels and what they got to be doing and how they got to be doing it and blah, 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 blah. But if a man does it, he's a fucking asshole.
Yes, I get what you're saying. It's like, you know, they can have certain expectations, but if we do it, we're labeled as sexist. We're labeled as, you know, you're fucking misogynist. You fucking this, that, whatever. When it's like,
that's the number one issue.
When it's like, you know, people just have expectations on shit. We all have expectations, man or woman. We have expectations. But who has
the highest expectations?
I mean, I guess I would. I mean,
it is women, but it could be for right reasons. It could be for right reasons, and sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
it's how big is their wallet. It's what?
What else?
And how attractive they are. How tall they are.
Not even that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say the attractiveness. It's more. I would say it's more of the wallet and the security, because with
and the height for some reason.
If you the height. The height.
As long as you're over 6 feet tall, or 6'2", or 6'5", or 6'9", or 7 feet, whatever the fuck it is.
The funniest part is like when bitches be like fucking 4'11".
Do you know how many times that I've talked to a woman? She's like, "Are you at least 6 feet tall?" I'm like,
bitch, I'm 5'11".
Are you serious?
Fuck off.
Are you serious? I'm like, do you at least have no kids? How about that? Do you at least not still talk? Hey, do you at least still not talk to your ex when you're bored? How about that?
Boom.
It's like,
hey, I can't listen. I mean,
if all those are no's, please hit me up.
Boom.
Because I'd love to talk to you.
Hey, I'll give you one too, just because you said I was next. Put myself on the hot seat real quick.
Of course.
My biggest issue, for instance, is all right. So you know how in relationships it's supposed to be a 50-50, right? It's supposed to be a partnership.
It's not, but go ahead.
It isn't. But and this might be fucked up, but I feel like you women should feel the same way as I feel. If all you're bringing to the fucking table, listen. If all you're bringing to the table is that box.
Look at this man, Ryan. He's getting comfortable.
Bro,
he's getting fucking
that's
comfortable.
all you're bringing to the table is the box. Fuck off. Like, you got to bring something to the table. Like, you have to have some goals. Yeah, you got to have some fucking, like, we're supposed, a relationship is supposed to be two people building something together. Like, you both chase your individuals. You both chase your own goals and you help each other achieve those goals. It's not fucking one party does everything while the other party is mooching. Like, if you're only, like in females too, if a dude is only, say for instance, a dude is just has money, doesn't have anything else, doesn't have any personality.
Or just giving you dick.
That too. Say a nigga's only fucking you. Mm-hmm. If that is it, if you're only getting dick, that is not good enough to stay with somebody. Like, if a girl is only giving, like, you sex, she only has some good pussy, like, that is it, she can go. Yeah. There is 7 billion people on in this earth,
and there's more women than men in this world, if I'm not mistaken.
So if you only giving sex, you out of here. Like, I can find that anywhere. You got to give me some substance. You got to give me, like, you got to help me achieve my own goals. I'm going to try to help you achieve your goals. Like, I'm trying to build something together, but you can't just be one-dimensional.
Go ahead.
He, like, saw you.
Yeah, go ahead.
He saw it. Eric saw it. He's like, oh, go ahead, Ryan.
I'm just saying, if you're asking for money, and what I mean by that, I mean going out on dates, going out for drinks, going out shopping, going out to do fucking anything that costs the man money, you better have some fucking money too.
Because guess what?
Don't be fucking, no, you can't
I
be.
like money.
Oh, I like money. Mr. Krabs.
You can't be hot and a single mom and fucking have no time for nothing and bullshit, but have time to spend that dude's money. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Don't ask for things that you can't provide too.
Well, to piggyback off that, I don't mind, providing and taking girls on dates and spoiling you. But at the same time, like, if you're only bringing sex to the table, like, I do not give a fuck. Like, I'll fucking be abstinent before I give a fuck about that. Like, I do not need that shit.
That's not true.
It's
That's not true.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a fucking lie. You just saw it on camera.
We're on camera.
You just lied on camera.
We're on camera, damn it.
Anyways, but I have the strength to go some months. All right, not like a year or nothing.
Boom.
But like I got time to go a couple months.
He's got a good 3 weeks in.
Sir caps a lot.
All right, a month. I have enough chance to go a month without having sex. But like
he can definitely go 7 days, bro. So
7 days. That's like the girl from The Ring. You'll get a phone call. 7 days.
and he does usually.
Ryan's a real fucking dickhead today.
Don't cut any of this out.
This is what we fucking wanted right here. This is why we bring this man on.
Don't cut any of that out.
It's like, call me
that's
what
gold.
Hey, by the way,
broke money.
shout out to Jordan. He probably won't listen to this episode.
I
Yes,
miss
he
him,
will.
though.
Yes,
But-
he
Yeah, he
will.
will.
Don't say that.
Hey,
Yes,
Jordan.
he will.
I
Jordan,
hope so. I hope he does.
I miss you,
Prove
my
me
brother.
wrong. Prove me wrong.
I miss you, my brother.
That's all I'm gonna say.
There should
Anyways.
be 4 here, but there's only 3.
Yep, should be.
Don't
But
worry.
anyways,
There's gonna be more fucking. You see how this setup is right now? My birthday time, April 21st. For anybody who's wondering, there's gonna
The long pause, like with the Blue's Clues.
the crickets.
there's
Waiting
gonna
for the
be
response.
there's gonna be updates to this. There's gonna be better. This whole setup is gonna be better. That's all I'm saying.
It's progress. It already
Progress.
looks better. Look,
It does. We got the fucking banner.
The banner,
We got
the
this little
table.
we're all
table.
wearing shirts.
Wearing shirts. It's fucking official. We're out here. We're fucking doing the damn thing. If you're not
You
on the
know.
bandwagon now, hop on because
Hey, the hype
room is
train-
limited.
the hype train
room is limited.
It's going. You better get on at the next stop.
But back to what we were saying. I don't know. I mean,
Back to females, though. Yeah, like I said, my biggest issue is that, I mean, I'm not trying to be one-dimensional. Like, I would hope that I can give something in a relationship as well. It is equal. It's supposed to be 50-50. I get it in a relationship. Sometimes you got to, one party's got to give a little more.
let me
and
ask
take.
you this. I was about to say that. Let me ask you this.
It can't always be equal. I understand
So,
that.
like, from any relationship, taking away from, like, a romantic relationship, say from your friendship, do you expect it to be 50-50 or do you understand that there's going to be times where it's going to be 70-30?
Correct.
Or 60-40?
No, I fully
on one way or on the other.
I fully understand that. Like, a relationship is a relationship. Like, granted, the ideal relationship is 50-50, but there will be times where someone needs to lean on you, and that is okay. Like, that's part of caring for someone, that you're going to take their weight. You are holding them up. For instance, like, if you're going through hardship, I'm going to be there for you. Like, say I have to take 70% of the shit. I'll take it because I want you to, get right and do whatever you need to do to be able to be back at 50-50. Even if it's fucking 99% and that person's giving the 1, like, I'll hold it out to that much just because I care enough to, like, hope that somebody can come back.
I mean, at a certain point,
But at a certain point, you can't make yourself a fool to somebody and let yourself get trampled over by you giving 99 and them giving 1%. Like, that's just bullshit. But if you honestly care for somebody enough, you know that there is going to be times where they do not have the energy. They don't have the willpower to fucking give you that 50%. So you have to give more, and you have to, like, be willing to only receive some. But the ideal goal, yes, is relationship should be 50-50, So it is what it is, but, like, there is going to be times where someone is going to give more and someone is going to take more. You just can't let someone take, or that'll just drain you. Like, if someone's just taking, you got to be conscious of yourself. You got to know who you are and know who the person is. Because, when people show you their true colors.
That's the hard part, though. That's the hard part. Sometimes you see somebody's true colors and you don't want to take it for what it is because you care about the person.
Especially,
if you care about the person,
if you do fall in love,
if you care about the person and they show their ass, it's like part of you doesn't want to believe it.
Unless you got a fat ass, because
with a pH, hey.
Bow.
But like, you don't want to believe. Like, if you see
really
something for what it
don't.
is, like, and you care about somebody and you've been through it and it's been however long it is, like, sometimes you just don't want to believe shit. Like, you don't want to believe that, like, this is what this person is. You don't want to believe that, this is what they are. This is what they've done. They've shown it. And you kind of tell yourself lies sometimes. It kind of, all right, well, maybe this is just a phase or something. When in reality, that it's like, this is just who they are. And there's not really much I can fucking do to change it at this point unless they want to change themselves. I feel like that's probably the hardest part for me. It's like knowing when to let go of something.
Yeah. That is the hardest part about any relationship.
Because for me, I'm someone
knowing when to walk away.
Yeah, for me, I'm someone that is like,
you will give that.
I will.
You'll give that 110. Someone could be giving you negative numbers. And you'll give that 110.
And that's where I fuck myself over because like that's the type of person I am. Like when I love somebody and when I care for somebody, like I love hard. I care for somebody hard. Like it's like I don't half-ass it. Yeah. So that's why like I'm choosy about who I date, who I'm with, who I'm going to give my full attention to. Because I know like
who you are.
If they're in need of something, I'm going to do everything in my power to try and help them get through that tough time. But that doesn't necessarily mean that when I'm going through my tough times, they're gonna help me out. And it's understand. Like I said, the hardest part for me is understanding when to let go and when to cut your losses and be like, this is just hindering me more than it's helping me. That doesn't mean it's not ever going to happen, but for right now, for the time being, for the near future, this shit just isn't it's not working right now.
And that's a hard part too because you've given so much. For instance, you don't necessarily expect it, but you're in hope for like you help them.
No, I mean, let's call it how it is. I mean, regardless of what it is, whether it is relationship with a female, whether it, whether it's with your friends, whether it's family, like if you give a certain amount, there's a point,
there's a breaking point
in your thought process that you
break the camel's back.
You expect something in return, whether it's something that you feel like you should expect or not. Once you've given a certain amount,
it could be regardless
of how generous you are, regardless of how nice you are, like at a certain point you're going to expect something in return.
Yeah.
And that's where that's where issues lie because
you can't
growing up I had things held over my head. People would do things for me and they would hold it over my head.
That's the worst.
And I hate that shit.
That's the worst.
But at a certain point,
you shouldn't give at that point. If that's how you, on that side.
But there's a lot of people that do that.
If that's how you are, you should never give and expect to receive something. If you're gonna give, you got to give genuinely.
To give because you want to give.
To give. For instance, whether it be gifts, whether it be your time is something you can't get back. But whatever it is, you cannot give expecting something.
A lot of people don't.
I know a lot of
people don't hold time. Like they don't hold time at the same standard that we do. A lot of people don't see that giving time is just as important as giving someone money, giving someone fucking gifts and shit. And in my eyes, I'm I don't like speaking for people, but I'm sure I can speak for you in this instance. It's like in our eyes, like giving time is more valuable than giving money. Correct. Giving gifts.
It is.
Buying you food, buying you this. Like giving my time should show you that like
correct. Because I can always make more money.
Exactly.
I can give you $1,000. I can make that tomorrow. I can never give the time I gave you back.
Exactly.
So what I gave you is what I gave you. Like that was genuine. That was for you and you only. I will never see that time in my life again. Period. Point blank. Period.
It's not appreciated by a lot.
It's not. Most people don't think like us. Most people just are like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. But that is not what you're supposed to do. You should not just give because time, like I just said, is something you will never point, you gotta be selfish.
I've had to learn that in the hardest ways.
We've all had to learn it in some pretty hard ways.
The hardest ways I've had to learn that.
Trust. Learned it too.
Now I know. See,
that's the most fucked up part because I've learned it and I've literally slapped myself in the face a couple times with it because I know what I'm doing and I still fuck up.
You're stupid.
Yeah, I am sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, people learn at different rates. I mean,
oh no, I knew this at a young age, but
again, it's like it's the same thing. It's like you can go through the same situation a billion times, but there's gonna be that one. That's gonna be that
insanity.
There's gonna be that one situation that
going through the same
when you
thing
finally
repeatedly.
when it finally hits you, it's gonna hit you differently.
Yeah.
It depending on if it's the person, whether it's an activity that you're giving time to or whatever it is. You could go through something a billion jillion times, but that one instance, it's just that one time that's gonna hit you differently, that's the time that is gonna make you realize certain things. That's the time when
that
you
one
learn
time
certain
that hits
things.
the deepest.
Exactly,
it hurts the most. You're
Exactly.
like, you already kind of know though. You already know in advance because like you've already went through the situation. But there's for instance, me specifically, because I just told you. There's a one time, I'll tell you all after this, for instance. But there's one time that hits a little deeper than every time. That just happened. So it's like, damn.
Cut is the deepest.
Oh, fuck the first
We're
cut.
talking
This is
about
like
women still. We ain't talking about friends or family.
No. We ain't talking about friends or family.
I'm keeping it general.
Yeah.
He's keeping it general.
Eric's being safe. I'm talking about bitches.
Why be safe? Why be safe?
Correct. Y'all can come for me later. I'm talking about bitches.
In the comments, too. Hey, come for me. In the comments, rate some shit. Fucking like some shit.
Exactly.
What
I'm not going to rate you because you're being too damn general.
That's fine. You can rate me then.
General Eric over here.
Hey,
go ahead.
I'm talking about females in specifics. I'm talking about you bitches that don't like to be called bitches. You come for me specifically. Be like, Jacob, stop saying the word bitches. And I'll be like, all right, I get it.
But to that, like I always say.
But I do say the word a lot.
Bitches,
women.
I generalize it.
To me, bitch is a universal term.
It is, but.
You could be a bitch. You could be a bitch.
This is
I
true.
could be a bitch.
Men and females.
Anybody could be a fucking bitch.
They're all bitches. But
anybody could be a bitch.
Females in particular take offense to it, which I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend y'all bitches, but y'all are some bitches. I had to do it.
You talking about the girls that are pretending to be women?
Ooh.
Boom.
Big shots.
Boom.
Yeah, because correct. If you're a grown-ass woman, you don't get offended because you know this is coming in. This isn't coming in any malice or any fucking offensive. Like, we're not trying to be offensive. We're just speaking in a term of there's girls who have done us dirty that are legit bitches.
And maybe we just are terrible at picking women, though. Or girls.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying we're good at it.
Yeah, I have a tendency of
maybe that's what it is.
I have a tendency
because I can feel a comment coming on right now, actually.
He said I can feel a comment coming on right now.
Hey.
You guys don't know how to pick fucking women.
And I mean,
is true.
Listen,
pick a real woman.
I will say that.
And you're right.
Hey, real women, please hit me up. DM me specifically.
Bro, they ain't going to DM you off of this shit. You over here been calling them bitches and fucking this and that.
A real woman that DMs me, I'm not going to call you a bitch. I love you, baby.
This man.
Come on, let me love you.
Shut up, Jacob.
This guy.
I
will say this, though, like.
It's the Hennessy. No, I'm just kidding. It ain't even the Hennessy. I'm not blaming nothing.
It's a little bit of both, but it's all right.
It's all good. All right, side note. If you blame alcohol for your fucked up decisions, fuck you.
You a bitch. You a bitch straight up.
In your mind, you know better than that. Come on. Like, I'm...
Jacob.
Granted, I've been drinking.
Stop while you're ahead.
No.
Stop while you're
I
ahead,
refuse.
Jacob.
No, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go a little longer.
Hey, this isn't one of those episodes. Calm down.
Let him go a little
Stop
longer.
while you're ahead, Jacob.
No.
This is a good episode. Let him go a little longer.
Yeah, let me speak. Listen. There's certain
to this shit, like, bug.
Nah, I'm not. That one episode, yes, I did. But this episode is not like that. So, for instance, there's certain times where like you people drink. All right, that's just a norm. That's just a norm in our society.
Cheers to that.
Hey, cheers up.
Boom.
That's just a norm in our society. We all
This
drink.
was supposed to last us until tomorrow. Now look at that shit.
What, the bottle? Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. Hope y'all know that's gone tonight.
I mean, they can see it.
Yep, it's almost done now.
Holy shit.
For the viewers, if you're listening to this,
drink Hennessy.
Or just go to YouTube.
Or
and watch
cognac.
Anyway, cognac, Hennessy.
Cognac.
Hey, go ahead.
Fucking that whiskey and the fucking tequila. That's
I love
what
whiskey, but they like cognac instead.
Bro, we're drinking cognac. You can't say that.
Hennessy, go ahead and sponsor
You already
us.
know how I feel about Hennessy. I might fuck up the sponsor. I'm not a fan of Hennessy. I think Hennessy is kind of trash.
Okay, anyway,
Hennessy. I had just asked them to sponsor me.
If you're listening, Hennessy, it's
I'm drinking it anyways, though.
Hey,
I'm still drinking
Jordan,
it.
though. Jordan's not on the episode.
Eric's actually the guest. I'm actually on it. So Hennessy, please, if you
3 out of the
sponsor
4
us,
people on this love it.
yeah.
Eric does not.
If you want to sponsor us, please, by all means.
Hey, if it gets me drunk, I'll drink it.
But I will say, Hennessy, you are my shit. But if y'all want to know my real sponsor, hey, yo, Johnny
Walker.
Where you at? Johnny should sponsor my
yeah,
shit.
You do.
Because I do fuck with Johnny.
Johnny Walker's good, though. That's good shit.
It's fucking
That's
A1.
quality.
A1 since day one.
Boom.
Johnny Walker's my shit. Anyways, back to what I was saying. if you fucking blame alcohol for your decisions, use a bitch because you know what you're doing. Unless you're like belligerently like fucked up, which there's few and far between. But you know for instance, you know the saying, you know, drunk thoughts or
sober, or drunk actions are sober thoughts.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're doing. You're just blaming it on the alcohol. Oh, I was drunk. Nah, you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe any of that. I don't believe any of that bullshit. I was drunk. That's the only reason I did it.
I agree with you there.
Fuck that.
I agree with you there.
You've been meaning to do that. You just wanted the excuse that you were drunk.
Because I've had instances where people have come to
claim
me
they were
like,
drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Claim they were drunk. It was this. It was that. And I'm just like,
it's an excuse.
If you were sober enough to realize that you were drunk doing it, then it's like, how drunk really were you?
Correct.
Like
something I just told y'all. Excuses are like assholes. Everyone fucking has one.
Like, everyone's got one.
Do not fucking give me that. Oh, I was drunk. Nah, fuck that.
Unless
like
you sewed that bitch up. Imagine that, a sewed up asshole.
You're gonna die if you did it. But anyways, yeah, like you can't tell me, oh, I was drunk. Like that doesn't mean shit to me. Okay, we all drink.
Yeah,
like
you're right. That means they weren't that drunk then.
Correct. As an adult, especially, you got to know your limits.
Exactly. I mean, and again,
some of these women aren't adults.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, but
you know your limits.
I've had moments where I've gotten fucked up, and I'm like, okay, I know it. If I do this, this is what it's gonna lead to.
Yeah.
Now, some people aren't, like I said, some people aren't really big drinkers, whatever. They don't drink a lot. But again, at that point, it's like,
I get you don't drink a lot.
You know when you're testing your limits, and you know when you're fucking pushing it beyond what you usually push. So it's like, take yourself, I don't know. It's just like, a lot of things seem simple to me. Like, if you know you're going to do something that you don't usually do, you're going to get an outcome that you don't usually get because it's something that you don't usually do. Like, it's just like, it's logic. But again, a lot of people don't fucking use logic. A lot of people are just fucking doing shit because they're in the moment and doing this and doing that, and then one thing leads to another and blah de blah. And who you texting over there?
Fucking the straight disrespect. Straight disrespectful.
Me?
Look at it. He's like, yeah, Eric, hey, shut the fuck up for a second.
I'm commenting on one of our posts. Goddamn.
Hang on one second.
On one of our own posts.
Bro, we're live right now. You know that.
Of course. We live, baby. We always live.
Damn, son. You couldn't wait until after? Shit. I'm over here trying to talk and shit.
It's like, hey, Eric, good talk.
But
shut the fuck up, though. Anyway.
Nah, but I mean, man, just fucking, at the end of the day, just be responsible for your actions. Like, we understand that, you know, there's, you know, if you get a little drunk, you act a little bit more loose. Correct. But understand that, like,
be loose,
most people
but are not
gonna fucking, especially depending on what you do or what you did while you were drunk. Most people are not gonna take that for a response, or they're not gonna take that for, oh yeah, that you were drunk. Okay, that's fine. Like, no worry, we'll just sweep that under the rug. Correct. For me, when people say that, it makes it worse.
Mm-hmm. If you try to blame an action on, oh, I was drunk, I look at you sideways because I'm like, okay, that would mean you must have been thinking about me the entire night. Take my own advice, he says. Advice. I love how he like leans off the mic just to say it on the mic.
We were talking about women, but also Jacob.
Pow. Yeah, a lot of this episode is kind of derived towards me because
like, hey women, but also Jacob.
I do have. Hey, listen to this. I'll say it out loud because I want y'all to hear it, just so y'all can hold me accountable. I give great advice, and yet I don't take my own advice, so I fuck up.
But guess what? That's the easiest thing. It's easy.
That's why you're an easy target.
It's easy to give advice.
That's why I'm a coach.
It's easy to give advice. It's hard to take your own advice.
Yep.
And that's why. And
I fuck up
again. And I'm not gonna say any names at this point. But
probably still me. He's what he's talking about.
No. I mean, okay. Well, you threw yourself in there, so yeah. But
other
people,
about me.
There's other people that
maybe like, Jordan too.
I'm friends with. Oh my god, I was not trying to say any names, and this man's just saying all the fucking names.
The two of us. Like, maybe Ryan's in here too. Ryan, you piece of shit, you.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but it's like. It's
I don't blame being drunk.
It's hard. You have. I've heard you say it. Anyways.
All right, anyway, hey, there's a difference though. There is one difference.
There's one difference.
Hey, drunk and blacked out. That's the only
blackout
difference.
Boys.
That's the difference.
We're gonna get into this right now.
That's gotta be a difference.
Really hey, guess what? You know your fucking limits, and if you push yourself to that limit, just like I said before, then it's still on you because you still know your limits. So shut the hell up.
Hey, you grown man or a little boy?
Boom.
Hey, grown man or little boy? For everyone out there. eat before you drink. I'll cheers to that too, because
grown man or little boy?
Grown ass man.
Said to grown man or little boy.
Hey, I cop to my shit. I take my lumps.
Listen, I'm not fucking anti women. See, I'll take shots at Jacob. He's a man or little boy. I don't know which one.
I'll beat his ass
I'm just
on
kidding.
camera or off camera.
No, you won't, bitch.
All I'm saying is that
You little boy. Jacob, little boy.
no, just if you're gonna do something, just take responsibility for your actions, regardless. Just take responsibility for your actions.
Like I said, I take my lumps. Shut the fuck up. I take my lumps. Eric knows it. Whether I was belligerent or I was not, I'll still take my lumps for it because, like I said, you cannot use that as a. We're probably like an hour 10.
Let's roll.
Whether you're drunk or you're not, you gotta man up, woman up to whatever you fucking do. Like straight up. Like if you do it, that's on you.
I mean, there's the word man and woman, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
I literally just said that.
You
gotta
said
man up or woman up.
Yeah, but the word man is in woman as well.
That is
woman.
true.
Woman. Wow.
But yeah, just hold yourself accountable, basically.
Pretty much.
Which we've talked about on previous episodes. You got to hold yourself accountable to a lot of things. So,
honestly.
So let me clean up this whole women thing, though.
Go ahead, clean it up.
Attacking.
Oh, you out of all people.
I want to clean it up.
We're gonna let Ryan clean it up. He started it.
So
he started this horseshit.
The actual women that are responsible, that have their own job. I don't care if they have kids or don't have kids. That doesn't matter.
No ice for you, sir.
That's fine. I don't need that.
Warm. Anyway, so. God, where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Women,
me.
independent women that do what they do, that fucking hold their own down, are truly independent.
I hate when they get mad off of what we're saying because it's not relevant to them.
Well, they get.
We're not talking about them.
Well,
we're talking about the little girls that are below them. If you're a real woman that doesn't everything that we're saying that doesn't apply, but you're getting offended by it because we're talking about
if the shoe
girl,
fits,
the women, the whatever the fuck it is.
Nah, if they're getting offended, the shoe fucking fits, clear as day. Like if the shoe fits,
I don't think that's always the case.
If the shoe
I think
fits,
it's a gender thing. It's like man versus woman thing, and I don't want it to be that way. Listen, I think there's fuckboys out there that's not us, which that put a shitty
occasionally.
I knew that was coming too.
We'll throw ourselves under the bus. I might be a fuckboy sometimes. Eric
I
might be a fuckboy.
had my phase.
All of us.
I'm done with the fuckboy shit. I had my phase.
I'm done with the fuckboy shit. I'm 26 years old.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm done with the fuckboy shit.
It's been a while. It's been some years.
I don't do it anymore.
I'm saying it's been some time for me as well, but we've all been there.
But it's just you because you mentioned it. But it's just you because you mentioned it. Anyway,
it's not who fucking smelt it, dealt it. This isn't fucking grade school. Like, come down.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I don't fucking remember it. Anyway, so
alcohol will do that to you.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is,
if the shoe fits, then it's gonna offend you. If it doesn't, if the shoe doesn't fit,
I don't think it's that way with women though.
If the shoe doesn't fit, then this doesn't apply to you. Essentially,
right? But they're still gonna get mad that we're men talking about the other sex.
Fuck it.
But that's fine, and that's why.
If they want to get mad, let them get mad. You know why? You know why? Because if they get mad, they're gonna be fucking commenting on our shit and fucking interacting.
Specifically, why we ask
you keep saying that they're not gonna
DM us to comment. If you don't want to comment, if you don't want to be shown, that's fine. DM us specifically so that we know fucking what your goal or not your goals, for instance, but what your outlook is on our topics. You can let us know. We'll clear it up for the next episode. We'll learn from our mistakes. We'll have, civil conversation, but we're not going to know any better unless you let us know. So by all means, reach out.
I'm not on the podcast, but if they let you guys know, that creates more topics too.
It
creates more conversation. It's like, hey, look at this perspective. Okay, let's talk about that on the next episode.
You guys are the opposite sex, so like you want to hear our opinions. These are our opinions. If you have a different opinion, by all means, I would like to know it just as well as y'all are listening to mine.
I want to honestly hear what real women have to say about them little girls on that OnlyFans bullshit. Like,
shit, I'm sure there's
stop with the fucking, you know.
I'm sure
like,
there's real women on OnlyFans. OnlyFans blew up because that was a cop out. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cop out.
Get a real fucking job. Like, hey, there it is. Like, get a real fucking job.
Most of them have jobs though.
Like, goddamn.
Think about the bitches that have jobs.
Then get a better paying one.
Okay, listen.
Like,
to that point,
free money.
To that point, and we'll end it on this, and we can move on to something else if you want. To that point, there was a point in my life where I was going through a rough patch. I had to work 5 jobs. 5 jobs. There's literally from September of 2017 to about the beginning of December of 2017, where I was working 4 jobs minimum a week to pay shit off, get shit done, make sure I was on top of my shit. If I can do it, anybody can fucking do it. It's a mindset, and it's not. And again, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that it's gonna be fucking easy. It's not gonna be, because it was dark times. That shit was fucking hard. There was times where I feel like I couldn't fucking do it. There's times where I was tired to the point where it's like tired does not describe how I fucking feel.
You're exhausted,
but I had to get shit done in the proper way to get proper respect, to get myself to where I'm at right now. I've said this before. There's cop-outs. There's easy ways to get out of things. And if that's what you want to do, I'm not hating on you. I'm not going to say that I don't understand where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, how far is that really going to get you? If you're just doing shit for a quick fucking dollar and and you're letting money rule your life like that, then again, I'm not hating, no disrespect. I understand where you're coming from, but there's better ways to do things. It's not always the easiest way, but there's better ways to do things. Like I said, there's a point in time for a 3-4 month span where I was working no less than 4 jobs, maximum 5 jobs. That was 7 days a week trying to pay shit off, trying to get shit done because I had put myself in a hole. If I can fucking do it, anybody can fucking do it. It is just a mindset and how much you're willing to sacrifice. And if the more you're willing to sacrifice, the more that you will get in return. And I firmly believe that. If you're willing to sacrifice your time and sacrifice spending time with loved ones, friends, things that you want to do, fun shit, that shit is going to come back 10 times over back to you. But you got to be willing to sacrifice in the short run to reap the benefits in the long term.
Correct. I agree with that.
And that it's really that fucking simple. And not to say that it's gonna work out every time 100% of the time, because that's not how life is.
Facts.
That's not how life is.
Big facts.
But me personally, I would rather go out knowing that I busted my ass and I gave it my all and I was doing everything I can in my power to make something work than fucking get something easy, quick, fast, and I don't really appreciate shit for what it is. And I just think this is how life should be. And I just think I just deserve everything and I don't need to earn shit. That's not how life is. That's not how things are. You can talk up and down all day that you feel like you deserve this, you deserve that, I need this, I blah blah this and that, and the list goes on and on. But at the end of the day, I don't care what the fuck you believe. I don't care whether you're religious, you're spiritual, you're this, you're that, whatever. You fucking earn everything that you have. We don't deserve shit in this world. No, nothing is given to us.
Everything is earned, not given.
There's nothing that we are entitled to in this world. Nothing. Not even life itself. Because that shit could be, we can all fucking leave here right now after this. I could go drive my fucking car, and before I get home, 5 minutes, 7 minutes from where I am right now, before I get home, I can get in a fucking car accident and fucking die. Nothing is fucking given. You got to fucking earn shit. And if you live life like that, shit becomes a lot easier. You start caring a lot less about stupid stuff. You start fucking letting life take its fucking. You just start letting do its shit and fucking, and you just fucking let shit happen, and you'll be surprised what fucking what good will come your way when you just fucking take care of what you control of and let the fucking rest of the shit go and let it happen.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
that's what real men and women do.
Sometimes you just gotta let life be life. You gotta go through your struggles. You gotta do what you're gonna do. But hey, that's life.
Good shit.
On that note,
cheers,
Ryan. It's always a pleasure having you on.
Every time.
I feel like you should talk more, bro. Fuck Jacob. I know he talks over you and shit, but tell him to shut the fuck up. And
what do you mean?
Jacob be talking over people. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Jacob, shut the fuck up.
Jacob talks over people sometimes. They don't let other people talk. It's okay. Just tell them to shut the fuck up. Let me say what I got to say. And then you can go back to it. Open your eyes.
I feel like I let both of them
His
talk.
podcast, too. I let him talk.
It is my fucking podcast. Fuck off. I felt like I let both y'all talk.
But also at the same time,
Anyways.
Jacob, shut the fuck up.
That's fine. Hey,
It's your podcast, but also...
We just like to pick on Jacob. It's fun.
It's all fun and games. I'm going to beat their ass as soon as this camera stops.
Yeah, you thought.
Episode 89, like always, you can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. Yeah, I said that right.
Yep.
For our visuals, again, I already said it, but YouTube, look at it, check it out.
Comment, questions, fucking rate shit on Apple Podcasts. If you're on Spotify, I don't know what they do on there, but like that shit. If you're on SoundCloud, like,
that's
repost shit,
yeah.
fucking anything, like any type of support is appreciated. You don't have to fucking... You don't even have to come in contact with us. Just if you like what we're saying, if you think if you have opinions,
just repost
or
it.
if you don't.
Shit, even if you don't, you're right. Tell your fucking mom, your dad, your dog, your grandma, your fucking cousins.
Asshole Ryan or this fuckboy Jacob. Fuck them.
Yeah, there
I
you
love
go.
how you say that like that. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're just the asshole.
Spread the good word of
you,
no
Ryan.
hangover. That's all I'm saying.
For real. Hey, you see the banner. If you want to check out the latest merch, check out www.nohangoverpodcast.com.
Got it for sale right now.
Boom.
You're damn right we do.
And this shit fits nice, too.
It does.
Snug.
You see it. You
Boom.
see it.
Like a bug.
The sizes are true too. So if
They
you
are.
get a large, you're gonna get a large. If you get
That's
a small, you're gonna get a small. There's no running big, running small, none of that shit.
Right.
So
And it don't shrink neither.
Nope. This is high quality shit right here.
Shit.
bow.
You can hit
High
us
quality
up.
shit.
Like always, hit up my boy Ryan right here, XL Tint. That is on Instagram, XL_tint. On Facebook, XL Tint. If you want a free quote, hit him up at
Say the number.
Go ahead, 386-479-7111. I know this man's number by heart. It's crazy. Anyways,
And the website
Check out
www.xltint.com.
the
That
new
shit was
website.
revamped. It's
Yeah,
new, so
it's
check
new.
that out.
Check
New
it out.
gallery, new photos, new videos. Check it out.
do everything. Call or text him for a free quote. Stop fucking fish bowling. It's getting hot in Florida. Get that. What kind of tint is that called?
Ceramic
tint?
heat rejection tint.
Ceramic
Costs about twice as much as the standard carbon film. Got
But
it on
it's
sale.
well worth it because you won't be fucking dying in your car.
There you
So,
go,
hey, by
shit.
all means,
Oh,
go
by
ahead.
the way, I'm probably gonna get my windshield tinted soon. So
Yeah, I know.
There you go. I'm going to get my
I got
whole...
to tint everybody's windshield.
I'm gonna get my
As
whole
soon as,
car
you know.
retinted. I'm gonna literally, I'll help you remove my shit.
Hey,
But I'm
yeah,
gonna get my whole
fucking-
car retinted just
this man
because
fucking-
I trust Ryan more than the tin I have.
yeah, I mean, and he's like I said. I mean, we wouldn't be vouching for it if he wasn't good.
Yeah,
for
if
it.
he
Like,
was shit, by all
slaved
means, I would
today
have.
Yeah, he
I'm
works
not gonna
hard.
say, but I slaved today very hard.
Yeah,
Very hard.
he does what he does. Like
Hey,
we're not just
We're
out
talking
here.
about last modern slavery. Stop it.
Like he does what he does. We wouldn't be out here vouching for this shit if it wasn't good and he wasn't putting out good products. I've said this before. I love you, Ryan, but if you're putting out trash fucking work,
Correct.
we would not be fucking talking this shit.
We wouldn't be
So
vouching
there
for
you
you.
go.
If you put out shit, we ain't vouching for you. But the man puts out quality work. I've seen it for my own eyes. My own mother has gotten her car tinted by this man.
That's right. I'm like, damn, I forgot.
Yeah.
I
Sure
forgot to
enough,
tell your mom
make
stuff.
sure you hit him up now because business
That's
is
real trust. That's real trust right there. I took my own mother's car to this man, and he did her right. Got her tinting looking nice.
and business is booming
Stop
for this
fish
man.
bowling.
So get him while he's fucking still giving out
hey,
the deals and
yeah,
shit like
when
that.
the
Because when
promo-
he blows
hey,
up,
correct.
When he blows up, that's it. You're
That's-
gonna wish you would have
yeah.
gotten work from him.
Hey,
So
you're done then.
The cheaper deals now.
Hey, while the promo's still going, tell him No Hangover sent you.
wow. And last but not least, Central Homes Roofing. Skylar Montgomery Kenny, project manager for Central Homes Roofing. Give him a call at 407-603-5553 or email him at centralhomeskylar@gmail.com. He gives free inspections. So if you got missing shingles, you need a new roof, you got a leaky roof, anything roof related, my man will help you out. Like I said, give him a call at 407-603-5553 or hit him up on his email, centralhomeskylar@gmail.com. And when he asks who sent you, tell him No Hangover did, and he will hook you up. Ryan, it's always a pleasure fucking having you on.
Hey, and
cheers
like-
to that, even though you're empty.
I'm
I'm empty, but we'll finish that bottle after
Yes.
the camera.
Boom.
That's all.
Damn. Y'all
Yeah,
are both
hey,
empty.
Yeah,
To
that's
the
on
next
you.
9. I'll see you on
To
the next 9.
99.
Hey, and like always, shout out my boy JG, your favorite host. Ain't here. He ain't your favorite host. We know it's me and Eric. But anyways, shout out my boy JG. Love the guy. Episode 89 in the books.
Everybody love everybody. We out here.
And I'll be on 99 and 100.
Bow. We out.